Hello everyone and welcome back to Eigo Garden. 皆さん、英語ガーデンへようこそ。英語ガーデンとは日本人向けのオンライン英語アカデミーです。
Hey everyone, and today we have a really interesting topic that will help you sound more natural and often more polite in English. 今日は英語をもっと自然に、そして丁寧に話すのに役立つとっても面白いトピックをご紹介します。
That's right. We're going to talk about English euphemisms or 婉曲表現。
Euphemisms are basically softer, more indirect ways of saying something that might be considered harsh, unpleasant, or even taboo.
ユーファミズムとは直接的だと厳しく聞こえたり不快だったり、あるいはタブーとされているようなことをより柔らかく間接的に表現する方法のことです。
Let's start with a sensitive topic, euphemisms for death.Instead of saying died, which can sound a bit blunt, we often use phrases like passed away or departed.
For example, in Japanese, you might say 亡くなりました or 逝去されました. It's similar in English.
And sometimes, for a more casual or even humorous tone, you might hear kicked the bucket.But be careful with this one, it's very informal. もっとカジュアルな時にはこの表現を聞くかもしれませんが、これは非常に砕けた表現なので使う時には注意が必要です。
Let's look at some examples. She passed away peacefully in her sleep last night. This sounds much gentler than she died in her sleep. 彼女は昨夜安らかに眠りにつきました。
Exactly.Or, after a long battle with illness, he departed this world. This implies a struggle before death, showing more respect.
長い病との戦いの末、彼はこの世を去りました。これは死に至るまでの苦闘を暗示し、より敬意を表す表現です。
And here's the casual one. John finally kicked the bucket after a lifetime of adventures. You probably wouldn't say this at a formal funeral, right?
次は職場での表現です。Euphemisms are super common here to maintain professionalism and avoid directness.
Instead of fired, which can sound very harsh, companies might say they had to let someone go.
And when a company reduces its staff, they often say they are downsizing instead of laying off employees. It sounds less drastic, doesn't it?会社が人員削減をする際、laying off employees、従業員を解雇するの代わりに、downsizing ということが多いです。
It does. And if you're currently unemployed, a polite way to say it is that you're between jobs.
そうですね。
Let's see these in action.
Unfortunately, we had to let a few people go due to budget cuts.
The company is downsizing to improve efficiency.And
I'm currently between jobs but actively seeking new opportunities.
これはたとえ今仕事がなくても前向きでポジティブな印象を与えます。
Moving on to money. This is another area where euphemisms are often used.
If someone is rich, you might hear them described as well off. It's a bit more subtle.
And on the flip side, instead of poor, which can sound judgmental, people might say financially challenged.
Also, sometimes an expense can be reframed as an investment. This is common in business or when talking about big purchases. Here are some money euphemism examples.
They're quite well off. They just bought a vacation home.
彼はかなり裕福でちょうど別荘を買ったばかりです。
He's a bit financially challenged at the moment.
彼は現在少し経済的に厳しい状況です。
And this one is interesting. This isn't just an expense, it's an investment in our future. It changes the perception of spending money from a cost to a benefit.
これは単なる出費ではありません。私たちの未来への投資です。お金を使うことの認識をコストから利益へと変えることができます。
Age is another topic where euphemisms are frequently used to be respectful.
Instead of old, you'll often hear senior citizen or mature.
And if someone is older but still very lively, you can say they are young at heart. It's a lovely compliment.
Let's look at examples for age.
Senior citizens enjoy discounts at many restaurants. This is a very common and polite term. 高齢者は多くのレストランで割引を受けられます。
She's a mature individual with a wealth of experience. Mature here emphasizes wisdom and experience rather than just age. ここでの mature は単なる年齢ではなく、知恵と経験を強調しています。
And even at 75, he's still young at heart and full of energy.
75歳になっても彼はまだ心が若く、エネルギーに満ち溢れています。
Now, let's talk about advertising. Euphemisms are everywhere in commercials and ads.
Instead of used cars, you'll see pre-owned vehicles. It sounds more appealing, right?
Definitely. And cheap items are often called value-priced.
その通りです。そして cheap item 商品は value priced お値打ち価格のと呼ばれることが多いです。これは単に安価であるというよりも低価格で質の良いものを提供していることを示唆します。
And be careful with all natural. This one can have a very ambiguous meaning and doesn't always mean what you think.
all natural という言葉には注意してください。これは非常に曖昧な意味を持つことがあり、必ずしも皆さんが思っているような意味ではないことがあります。Let's check out some advertising examples.
Check out our pre-owned vehicles at unbeatable prices. Sounds much better than used cars, doesn't it? 当社の以前所有されている車を他にはない価格でぜひご覧ください。
These value-priced items offer quality without the high cost. It makes you think you're getting a good deal, not just buying something cheap.
And our product is made with all natural ingredients. This sounds good, but remember to always read the label to understand what all natural truly means. all natural が本当に何を意味するのかを理解するために、常にラベルを読むことを忘れないでくださいね。
Lastly, let's talk about euphemisms for body functions. These are often used to maintain politeness and avoid discomfort.
Instead of saying bathroom, especially in a formal setting, you might ask for the powder room.
bathroom という代わりに、特にフォーマルな場面では powder room を尋ねることがあります。
And when a woman is pregnant, it's very common and polite to say she is expecting.
For something like farting, the euphemism is past gas.
おならのようなものには past gas という婉曲表現があります。これはそれを指すずっと柔らかい言い方です。
Let's look at some examples.
Excuse me, where's the powder room?
すみません、化粧室はどこですか？
She's expecting her first child in the spring.
彼女は春に第一子を出産予定です。
And he was embarrassed because he passed gas during the meeting.
彼は会議中におならをしてしまい恥ずかしがっていました。直接的な言葉を使うよりもずっと丁寧ですよね。
Alright, now it's your turn. Based on what we've learnt, which euphemism would you use in these situations? Pause the video and think.
Okay, are you ready?
Let's see what we can come up with.
Let's see what we can come up with. Pause the video now. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, first one. You got fired. What would you say?
You could say, I was let go from my job, or I'm currently between jobs.
Next, a coworker died.
You would say, my coworker passed away.
How about this? You don't have enough savings to go out.
You could say, I'm a bit financially challenged right now.
How about if a friend put on weight? How would you describe that politely? This one wasn't directly in the examples, but think about how euphemisms work.
This is a tricky one because it's so sensitive. There isn't a perfect euphemism here. Instead of focusing on weight, you might say something more general about their appearance, or nothing at all. But if you had to, you might say they have a bit more of them to love, or are a bit curvier, but it's best to avoid it if possible.
Great point. Sometimes the best euphemism is no euphemism and just avoiding the topic. Last one. Your friend's partner is significantly older than your friend.
You could say their partner is mature, depending on the age gap, or if they're still very active, they're young at heart.
Great job, everyone! 結論として婉曲表現は英語でデリケートな話題を配慮と丁寧さを持って乗り切るための素晴らしい方法です。
They help soften the blow and avoid making conversations awkward or offensive.
And trust us, there are many, many more euphemisms used in English every single day. This was just a small introduction.
Do you have any questions about euphemisms? If so, please let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
もしあれば下のコメント欄で教えてくださいね。皆さんの声を聞くのが大好きです。
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Eigo Garden, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson.
Thanks for watching and join us online at Eigo Garden to meet our fantastic teachers and build your English confidence.
Eigo Garden のオンラインセッションに参加して素晴らしい先生たちと出会い、英語に自信をつけましょう。See you next time!